What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV.
And I am Chef Don Don, and I'm young, fresh, and new.
All right, we about to get into it. That shit sounds similar to the music you use.
It is very similar.
It is. This is my first time hearing it. I didn't listen
It
to
is
it,
very
so.
similar.
But anyways, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and this is the first episode of my new series called Young, Fresh, and New. It's all about up and coming YouTubers that's on the rise, that's making names for themselves, and just you guys, if you never heard of them before, getting to know them as people and them giving you a reason to subscribe to their content and to their channel. First things first, Chef Dun Dun is someone that I have known known personally since August. I think I found his channel June or July, sometime over the summertime. I'm not really sure. But however, I'm not gonna go into what all he does on this channel. I'm gonna allow him to do that. So, can you tell the people who you are? What is the name of your platform, and what is it that you do on your channel?
Sure. So I am Chef Don Don. Listen, I kind of add up to my name, but we do cooking on the channel, and then also we talk about hot topics as well as reality TV reviews, and dropping a little tea and a little mess here and now.
Okay, and where are you from?
I'm from Texas, West Texas, Midland, Odessa area. I don't know if y'all ever heard that. But yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not from Texas. Um. Anyways, so let's take it back to the very beginning. When you first made it up in your mind that you are going to do a YouTube channel, what exactly was it that made you want to get into YouTube, and what made you want to get into the lane of YouTube that you are in now?
Okay, so I have to be completely honest and transparent. So, um, my business took a really big toll when the pandemic first happened. And unfortunately, I was trying to find an avenue or a way to do something that I love to do without having, you know, the stress of having to go into office or having to do that type of stuff, right? So, of course, this was after the pandemic, but everybody that knows me knows I'm a housewife fanatic and I've been watching Housewives for years. So I was like, the original way that my channel was supposed to be literally that I was reviewing TV shows over guests coming over and just eating my food that I've already prepared. So it just ended up being one of those situations where you just feel like you're able to push content. And there's a lot of stuff going on in these reality TV streets. And so I just felt like I needed to report it and keep the people keep the people going.
So, who were you watching before you got a YouTube channel?
Definitely Scotty by Nature TV, Scotty by the Nation. I was also watching Bondi Blue, Funky Dineva, DJ Richie Sky, Kempire. I would have to say my top two would definitely be DJ Richie Sky and Kempire.
Okay. First of all, I love Kempire. I remember Kempire when he was a very small YouTuber and he blew up overnight. So I worked with him twice. He's a great person. I've never had much interaction with DJ Richie Scott other than him sending people my way after we all interviewed Candy last month. But I've always watched his videos, but we've never really had much interaction. But I love DJ Richie Scott as well. You seem to be pretty known for your Love and Marriage Huntsville commentary. Was that the way you wanted to go, or did that just happen out of nowhere?
I think it just happened out of nowhere. I think everyone knows that Love and Marriage Huntsville. If you put that in the title of your video, you gonna get views. You gonna push that content, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how can I put this. I think it's because of the tea that I may drop on Love and Marriage Huntsville. They may have people attracted to my channel, but yeah.
So you recently hit 3K and you did that in a very short time. So what do you think was the driving force for you to hit 3K in such a short time? Because I think the first time I ever said a word to you, you was under 1K. And that was literally 2 months, 3 months ago. You was under 3K and now you're already there. What would you say is the factor behind you hitting 3K in such a short time? Because not all YouTubers, especially new YouTubers at that, hit 3K in like 2 or 3 months. Because even I didn't hit 3K in 2 or 3 months. So what do you think was the force behind that?
I think just my personality and what people get from me. You know what I mean? Like, feel like I've always heard I don't like to hear myself talk or hear myself speak or whatever. I don't think really anybody likes to hear themselves talk or speak, but I hear from a lot of people that my voice actually attracts a lot of people. So I don't know that to be the case, but then I know that I'm really authentic and real. So I think that's why a lot of times, I attract my subscribers.
Okay, so like I said, you hit 3K in a short time. Okay, so now you seem to have a brotherhood in Jeremy Speaks TV. Now, I came across you both at the same time, but I wasn't aware that you guys were connected because I found Jeremy first and then I found you. So, how did you and Jeremy become good friends the way y'all are? And yeah, how did y'all become good friends? This is really the main thing. How did you and Jeremy become so tight?
I will honestly have to say, honestly, I don't really know how to put it. Sometimes I feel like you need a balanced person for you sometimes in this type of industry. And while I love his personality, he is a fireball. So I feel like I'm that calmness to him a little bit. So I felt like we were able to do that in the very first review that I done with him. I think it was for, I want to say Love and Marriage DC, and I really didn't watch that show much, but I watched the episode because he wanted to review it. I was still shy and timid at the time, and I think he had started, picking up traction. People started to see him, and I had just started. And then one thing about him is he's very encouraging, no matter what. He's super, super encouraging, even when he's dealing with his own thing. And that's what I like about him. And I like that he's truly authentic. So I just felt like we meshed that well because we were both authentic and true.
Yeah, because you both have been able to get a significant amount of subscribers in a very short time. You're at 3K, he's over 2K, and y'all seem to work well together as a duo. So in addition to you and Jeremy becoming good friends on YouTube, what would you say is one of your challenges of doing YouTube? Because in the midst of us all having great things going on and the audiences are growing and things of that nature, there's also a downside to being on YouTube. You also have struggles that you deal with on YouTube that you have to fight to get past. So what would you say are your struggles being on YouTube?
For me, mine would have definitely been the hate women narrative. Having to fish through that narrative to understand that that's not really who I am. And just because I commentate on women or I disagree with what they do, it doesn't mean that I hate women. I mean, I've been raised around nothing but women, so I don't like that, and I really don't like having to defend that. But although I learned that it does come with the territory, I feel like also too, I'm kind of tired of addressing the situation. So now I'm to a point where I just let it kind of roll off my shoulders. And I feel like if that's a narrative that you build, then it is on you. But it does affect us. And it definitely affects me. I can't speak for anybody else, but it does affect me.
I mean, it's affected me. I've had those same accusations made about me before, and I did not get accused of hating women until I started reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is crazy. I think that show, I don't know why it brings out the worst in people, but it does. I've seen people say, well, I don't want to watch no Love and Marriage recaps from men. I'd rather get it from a woman. I don't know what makes male reviews any different from a woman. We have opinions like they do. But I
Exactly.
definitely understand that. And I am glad that you're no longer addressing it and trying to defend it. Because the more you try to defend it, it's just like you have a right to defend it, but people still try to make it seem like, oh, you're trying to defend it because it's true. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's true, but they still try
Right.
to make it be true regardless. So I get what you're saying with that. Um, so with you being on YouTube, like you just mentioned your struggles, what would you say are your accomplishments on YouTube? Like what would you say is one of the greatest things about your YouTube channel?
Um, I think for me is no matter what I'm dealing with, I'm silly. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. So just being able to see people like we hear from our subscribers, some from certain subscribers a lot, how we really get them through their day and how we really help them just throughout their day. Because I had one person, not giving too much, but I had a person DM me on Instagram and was just saying that one of my videos kept them from harming themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a huge deal for me because I've been in that place before. So knowing that my videos can make someone's day better, then that's good enough for me. Good enough.
Yeah, it's people don't even be knowing what we be going through behind the cameras, and for us to get on camera and make somebody else's day better when ours is probably horrible. The day that we got in front of the camera to make theirs better is a complete accomplishment within itself. So, what are your goals going forward with your YouTube channel? Like, what exactly are you looking forward to do on your YouTube channel? Are there any up and coming ideas that you have that you haven't necessarily began to manifest yet, or what do you have planned? Because we're going into the end of the year. Because after
Mhm.
this week, and once this airs, it would be basically the end of the year, November. So,
Yeah.
what do you have as far as goals for the next year?
Okay. As far as my goals for the next year, you guys are going to actually see like a production when it comes to my YouTube because probably I'm going to be transforming it more into a kitchen type of setting. And that again because I am rebranding my name, Chef Don Don. So I want to make sure that I'm still kind of going down that path. So there will definitely be more cooking videos. Now I don't know when they're gonna see this in November, but listen,
The top of
throughout the
November.
whole month of November, we are doing like holiday recipes, so that way the week before November you'll have a slew of recipes that you can choose from to provide for your Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Same with Christmas. But again, we're still going to be reviewing the shows and stuff like that. But I think we're going to go more toward like the kitchen scenes and more into that arena.
So, in addition to you doing your reviews, you're going into the kitchen.
Mhm.
You're gonna show more of your chef side.
Right. Yes.
Oh, okay. So another thing.
Mhm.
Um, but like, have you made any other connects on YouTube besides Jeremy? Because Jeremy is the one that we see the most. Is there any other connects that you've made besides Jeremy? And what would you say about those connects?
Hmm. So the answer to that would be yes. how the answer to that would definitely be yes. The downfall to it is, people be looking for stuff. So I honestly just feel like I found like my one person that I kind of want to stick with.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like you ask me stuff, and of course, if someone asks me every now and then, to collab or whatever the case may be, I'm probably down for it. But I do want to be careful as far as the relationships that I carry on YouTube, because people can be something else, child. So yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this as a person that started YouTube a long damn time ago. I'm gonna say that when you do get to know people and sometimes they show their hand to you, it's kind of, I ain't gonna say impossible. It's kind of hard to come back from that sometimes because you see one side and then when they show the other side, it kind of fucks up your whole perception as to who they are as a person. But everyone isn't like that. And that's something that I had to learn because I had a friend on here during my early years and they betrayed me and I wasn't interested in getting to know any other people. The only other friend that I had at that particular time was Jamar. And of course, I had my relationships with Bundy, Blue, and Ashley, and Forest Rocks, and many others. But Jamar was my closest person. And I was fine with that. But then it took me a couple of years to meet Terrence and meet Josiah and meet Jamie and meet Maddie and Sakina and all these different people that I had the chance to meet. So you do have to weed out the crazies. You have to weed out the uglies and the fakes. And as long as you have the best gift of discernment, you'll be good with that. So I would just because there will be people that's going to want to collaborate with you, especially during the era of StreamYard. It's easy to collaborate with people now. When I was coming up, we did not have StreamYard, we didn't have Skype. If we wanted to collaborate with each other, we would have to come to somebody's house and be in the same room. Now we ain't even got to be in the same room to do no video together. So it's all different. So there will be people that want to collaborate with you as you continue to grow. But it's always good to have your one main person, which is Jeremy. As long as you continue to keep that foundation that you have, you and Jeremy will both be fine. And as long as you guys continue to support one another, you guys will continue to grow together versus growing apart. So that's all that really matters. So as we get ready to conclude, young, fresh, and new, can you tell the people that's watching that may not be familiar with you and just now coming across you by watching you sit here with me, what would you say to them to make them want to watch your channel? Why should they be invested in Chef Dun Dun?
That's a good question because I don't know why anyone would want to be but listen, listen, I just like to have fun. I mean, I don't even know how to put it. I just like to have fun. Honestly, over the last couple of weeks and stuff like that, I've had to like filter my content and different stuff like that. And you just gonna get me. You just gonna get the full me, and it is what it is. Listen, some people may like me, some people unfortunately may not, but that is a part of our life, right? It's part of us living, period, day to day, and I think that rule applies on YouTube as well. But listen, I'm a very fun individual. Listen, I don't disrespect folks or nothing like that. I'm just a real cool person, like, so I just feel like, you know.
You say you don't disrespect. You say you don't disrespect folks.
I don't. What you trying to say?
I ain't trying to say nothing. Nothing at all.
See, y'all. We almost went this whole thing doing good. I promise we really did.
Anyway, make sure you guys support Chef Dun Dun. He is now over 3K. Okay. I think he had 3.1K already.
I'm at 3.2K.
3.2K. Be sure to tune in to him, show him all the support and the love that he most definitely deserves. And we are signing out of here. And until the next one, we'll talk to you at another time. Bye, everybody. See y'all later.